Yon, good morning. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, man.
Yan, Kalye Perspective number 22.
Yeah,
Ang
yeah.
ating kakwentuhan ngayon, si Marc Bertoni,
Thank
dating
you for pronouncing
Iconoclast.
it
Ngayon,
right.
Savior Skin, no? Ah,
Yes, sir.
una ka. Lagi namin kayo nakakasabay before sa Dread, eh.
Yeah,
Dread
dude.
Banger.
I'm sorry, man. I'm matanda na ako, and I'm old,
Hindi.
so I
Actually,
I don't remember
hindi,
you at all, man.
hindi tayo personally magkakilala, pero ang dami nating tropa na, alam mo yun, mutual
Yeah,
friends.
what was your band's name?
Dati, Bagang.
Bagang. Okay.
Oo. Sa Dread Bangers.
I guess you played one of fucking what's his name? Our old
Patrick.
manager,
Si Patrick.
um Patrick.
Si, Pa-
Okay, yeah, that's
si
Dread.
Patrick Rydenbach.
Bart. So kilala mo si Bart? Bart the
Mm.
man.
Oo. Kasi
He was doing all the productions. He was like the first one that started like all the ticket sales and shit for shows at Dread.
oo, bihira naman kami tumugtog sa kanya, mostly kay Patrick talaga, sa may-ari ng Dread. Diba?
Gotcha.
Dread Bangers. Doon tayo madalas nagkakasabay.
Hmm, interesting. Miss ko rin yun, man. Old school, man. Different time.
Ngayon, iba na rin eh. Daming magagaling mga bata.
Yeah, of course.
Kamusta ka dyan? Anong inaatupag mo ngayon bukod sa Savior Skin?
Just working, man. My work requires more than just wearing pants and a pulse. So it takes up a lot of my time. Well, I have a bunch of projects that non-musical projects, mostly art projects, but nothing's finished.
Anong
I
klaseng
have
art?
like I'm pretty much everything. I'm a sculptor.
Talaga?
I paint, yeah, and collage stuff. Digital
Siya
art.
pa.
Yeah, just like just so I don't go crazy from all this fucking
Oo nga eh.
bullshit. Yeah, just like little creative stuff. Nothing like professional. No.
Pero
Yeah. So
parang nakita ko dati. Ano ka ba? Nag-build ka ba ng motorcycle before?
yeah, I still have one. At one point, I have like 5 Harleys, but
Oo. Ikaw
I sold.
nagko-customize mismo.
Yeah, yeah, Frankenstein bikes. Parts. I just
Oo.
assemble it. Yeah,
Mga rats.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bobbers. Choppers.
Mm.
Yeah, usually stock. What's left is just the engine and the frame. So I get the serial number, so you can like have it registered,
Registered.
and then the parts you just like put anything. Little bit well, yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's fun. Very dangerous.
Tagal mo
What's
na rin
that?
dyan eh, no?
Yeah, since 98.
Oo.
So what's that
Tapos
now?
paglipat
24
mo
years
dyan,
now.
ilan?
24 years, man.
Tagal na rin.
Yeah.
Kwento mo sa akin paano ka nagsimula sa music. Nagsimula sa lahat. Marikina ka rin ba?
Yeah, native dude.
Mm.
Shit. Concepcion, I guess.
Mm.
I don't remember anymore, man. It's like, if I go there right now, I'm sure it looks totally different. A lot of
Iba
shit
na.
got built.
Oo.
Yeah. What was that? I went to high school with the Mike from DAB.
Mhm.
All ups. I
Mm.
think it became a college when I left.
Oo.
You
College na
want
siya
to
ngayon.
know? Oh yeah, really?
Mm. Yun yung school na may
I'm curious.
parang castle, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang fairy tale
Stupid. Man, I'm gonna destroy my Doom image with this, man. You're making me laugh. Bawal tumawa sa
Alam
Doom,
mo
man.
nanonood.
Yeah. So
Pero,
you have a band, Crawl, right? Gapang? I don't want to.
gapang.
Yeah, Gapang.
Mm.
pretty sweet, man. I'm glad because when we were playing the slower shit there, I mean, the doom metal. There's really no doom metal. It's
Mm.
a pretty awesome. There's a few bands, but they're more like stoner rock.
Oo, yun
Like
sila Mike.
who's the one really good ones? We never got to play with them at Dread, but Mutiny. Remember Mutiny in Manila or
Oo,
something?
they're still playing actually. They
Really?
reformed. Yeah.
Shit, dude. They were good. They were stoner before we knew what that was. We thought it was just
Oo,
grunge.
mm. Oo,
Sound like Soundgarden, like
tsaka
early
proficient
Soundgarden.
na musicians yung mga yun, nung panahon natin. Nung bata
Yeah,
tayo
yeah,
sila kumbaga a level higher na yung playing nila, eh.
yeah. They're older than us.
Mm.
How old are you?
Right now, 47.
Yeah, same year,
Mm.
1974, 1975.
Mm.
So they're the ones like before us, I guess. Yeah.
Pero kayo yung ano, eh, kayo yung una kong napanood na ano, eh, yung talagang full-fledged doom na, alam mo yun, may candles, may violins, parang,
Yeah.
"Putya,
Yeah,
iba
well,
'to, ah."
yeah, ginagaya namin My Dying Bride
Hmm,
back then. It's
oo nga.
we're kids, man, but
Hindi, pero yung
yeah,
may Dying Bride nun is wala pa talaga dito. Kumbaga hindi
yeah,
aware yung mga local scene dito na may kaya nung napanood ko kayo parang, "Oh shit, pinapatay niya yung ilaw."
yeah, it's all about the atmosphere, right?
Ambience, eh, lupit, eh.
Ambience, atmosphere. Yep.
Pare tapos nung napakinggan ko yung Nevermore niyo, sabi ko, "Tangina, kapain ko nga 'to." So so in
Yeah,
essence
probably took you like 3 minutes to do that. Huh? It's like a slow punk song, right?
mm,
Yeah.
pero kayo yung ano talaga, para sa'kin kayo yung introduction ko sa doom talaga.
Mm.
Kaya okey pare. Paano
Yeah.
nabuo yun? Iconoclast, ganda pa ng
Well,
pangalan.
I really didn't want to change the name. Kaya maraming bandang Iconoclast. So, anyway,
Marami ba?
yeah. There's like a legendary hardcore band called
Ay,
Iconoclast,
oo.
and there's a death metal one in Italy. I think they're broken up now.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, no man. Oh, early Marikina scene. We wanted to try after hearing like Leprosy when Leprosy got released. Like
Mm.
this is awesome, man. But we were like dabbling with like heavier thrash bands than Slayer stuff. You listen to Hello Eights now. It's fucking or like Venom. Yeah, that's just trip namin, man. So Celtic Frost,
Mhm.
and so when the first Marikina death metal bands came, they were more like thrash with like rough vocals.
Mm.
Because we can't sing, so growl is easy. but but I wanted to do doom, and I can't find anybody who would like want to do that with me because everybody, because Filipinos punk scene was big like in the 80s.
Mm.
So that's more like I don't know. It's more related to like faster, make
Yep.
make you want to move and slam dance. We call it
Mm.
slamming back then before it's
Mm.
moshing.
Yep,
Slam
tama,
dancing.
tama.
So yeah, I wanted to go the opposite of that. Like fuck, man, we gotta do something slow and moody. Like you just like do this, grab your beer, grab your drink,
Oo, nod ka lang,
that
'no?
kind of deal. Yeah, so plus I impressed you because my musical evolution is like not like a lot. We all came from like new wave at the call. We called it new wave, but it's actually post punk and gothic, and
Mm.
like pop punk, like power pop. They call it power pop. Like
Mm.
Descendants and stuff like that.
Oo.
Uh, so that's my schooling before, and then from there I found thrash metal and then death metal. So kind of like when I started getting bored of death metal, I started going back and started listening to Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin,
Mm.
Pink Floyd. Yeah, so the evolution is kind of like weird. Most people like
Pero
start with Black Sabbath and then they evolve into like heavier stuff. But
oo.
I started with the gothic, then got heavy to death metal. I got bored of that. I went back to Black Sabbath. Yeah, so yeah, and I just like that, because like death metal in like what 92, early as 91, 92. It's already all starting to get generic, same riffs. So I wanted riffs that you can remember, and make groove.
Oo,
So, but not like Pantera groove, not that shit.
oo,
More like
bagal, oo.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Kind of like
kumbaga
Iron
head
Man's,
nodding.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I tried to look for people that like would want to start Iconoclast with me. I was just getting out of Barang. I was with Barang at the time.
Ay, nagbarang ka rin ba?
Yeah, I'm their first permanent drummer. Their first drummer was Paul from K and
Oo,
K,
oo,
and then I went to the States for a little bit after high school. Then when I came back, I was looking for a band.
mm,
Hey, these guys. Yeah, that's when I met Bong.
oo.
Rest in peace, Bong.
Oo nga,
Yeah,
si Bong 'no.
yeah, man, he's a good. Yeah, talk about a good artist, man. That fucker is like, man.
Oo, magaling mag-tattoo yun.
Yeah,
Idol
this
din yun.
even before the tattooing, he was just like drawing stuff and painting.
Mm,
Man, it's like really, he's got a distinct style.
oo.
Pretty good.
At
He's pretty
alam ko
good.
si Bong ano yan, eh, panday tira yan ng PUP, eh. Parang
Yeah, that's that
artist of the
organization, right? Of
oo,
artists.
oo,
Yeah, I remember
oo.
that. I think.
Kasama niya sila
Oh,
Tado.
look, alarm's going off to talk to you. We
Nice.
we went on a little early, huh? So what time is it now? Right now, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning.
11 in the morning. Pareho kayo ng ano, nung in-interview ko si Joseph Conde, KNK, siya rin, ganitong oras.
Oh, really? I
Kasi,
think I saw part of that, but I was like at work, so I
mm,
couldn't watch the whole thing.
yun
But
yung
yeah,
maganda kasi sa ganito, di ba? Pwede mo siyang balikan. Parang, di ko natapos. Okay. Panoorin ko
yeah,
na lang later. Parang gano'n.
exactly.
Mm.
Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Okay.
So yeah, so I found this guy after Barang. Um, I don't know. I just don't remember the details anymore. But Alex was still trying. Alex from Barang, Alex
Mm.
Parpan.
Mm.
Peace, bro. Yeah. Oh no, we're cool, man. We're cool. But yeah, he was still trying to form a band with me. Because after we kind of like broke up because Bong started Green
Green
Department, and
department. Mm.
and we were like, we're kids, so like, fuck, no, fuck that, leave me out.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think Alex was trying to start a band with me, but I knew, dude, it's too far. I was living in Marikina, and he was in Santa Mesa, I think.
Mm.
I don't remember anymore, man. I just remember it was like a fucking hour and a half long jeepney bus drive,
Yep.
bus ride.
Mm.
Uh, but so yeah, so I went back to Marikina, found my old friends are still there, and so I found a guy, Nolly. We went to PSBA. I
Mhm.
met him there.
Ayun, schoolmate tayo nun before.
Like
Pero,
PSBA ka ba? Really?
pero isang taon lang ako eh. Galing akong PLM, tapos parang, sige, nalipat kami Antipolo. Sabi ko, sige, PSBA na lang. Tapos nakita ko, pucha, nandito yung mga taga-dread ah.
Oh yeah. So did you remember we used to hang out by the tree there by the stairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pero nahihiya ako, hindi ako lumapit. Sige, kaya ako lang kayo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I know. We were, it's intimidating.
puro nakaitim, pare. Ako na,
Yep.
payatot na ano, parang, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where I found like all the members for the first batch of Iconoclast, and this guy Junie, which is like a really good guitar player, man. He was he we went to high school together, and then he ended up in PSBA, so that's where I saw him again. Like, hey, dude, you play guitar? Yeah, there you go.
Once in a while, nakikita ko pa si Junie.
Junie is fucking amazing, man. I'm gonna plug. We collaborated the new Savior Skin album that's about to come out. Junie's in it.
Uy,
Junie and
astig.
his and Jenny. So that's the
Astig.
closest you'll get to original Dread Icono. Man,
Oo,
and the
oo.
shit that he did for me, oh, fucking amazing, dude. Oh,
Astig.
yeah. So, but yeah,
Oo.
so yeah, that's pretty much it, man. There's nothing to say. I mean, we before the clubs were even open minded enough to, like, let death metal bands
Mm.
play.
Oo.
We organized, Santa Elena and the sports plaza, Marikina
Mm.
Sports Center. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember.
Oo.
Man, because it's so cheap to rent those things, and we just put our own equipment. I mean, it sounded like shit, but it was fun. It was fun, man.
Yung mahalaga
Underground.
masaya, eh, no?
Yeah, yeah. That's the spirit of the underground, dude.
Mm.
Pretty awesome.
So,
Yeah.
nung lumipat ka diyan, nag-migrate ka sa Amerika, nagbanda ka agad?
No, it was hard, man. Because I was all alone here, man. So
Mm.
I needed to get my professional life together first. You know what I mean? You can't just like show up here
Mm.
and buy equipment.
Oo.
Like, how do I even? I didn't have no friends then, so how
Mm.
do I even start a band?
Akala ko
And
kasi
like,
nandiyan family mo, tipong nag-settle in lang kayo diyan.
no, my family is in Canada, bro. Nag-iisa lang ako
Ah.
dito. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah. Um. So yeah, I mean, I found friends like my first few years here, but fuck, man, you remember the scene in the late '90s, early 2000s? That shit is bullshit, man. Like corn. Dude, I'm not even joking. Umiiyak ako, pare. Like, what happened to my death metal? Like, what is the? Everyone's listening to Corn and Tool and
Mm.
oh god, I'm like, I really wanted just, man, balag na lang ang grunge, but because
Mm.
the new metal scene, I hate that shit, man. It sucks, dude. I just don't get it, dude.
Mm.
So like everybody I come across here, like, well, what the fuck is My Dying Bride? What's a Paradise Lost? What's a
Mm.
Samael? What's a
Mm.
Carcass? Everybody's like, what? Do they sound like Deftones? Like, yeah, that kind of shit, dude. Like, come on, man. Yeah, so it's hard to find any members here, because nobody knows what you're talking about. In fact, some asshole even said, like, I said doom metal, like, wow, you just made that up. Like, invento mo lang yan. There's no
Mm.
doom. That
Pero
sounds stupid. Yeah.
pagpunta mo na Amerika, diyan na kaagad sa Houston?
Yeah. Like,
Mm.
yeah, this is probably like the longest time I've been in one spot, because when I first went to the US when I was, what, 17,
Mm.
I lived in Arizona.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was cool. And then I went back to college. Uh, yeah, so yeah, dito lang, man, because my job's always here.
Nagulat ako sa job mo, puta, robotics engineer. Puta, ina. Hindi ko na-expect yun, pare.
Yeah,
Kasi
that's
all
my
the
other
while,
passion.
all the while, akala ko meron kang chop shop para sa mga rats
That's
mo.
just hobby, man. That's a hobby,
Talaga.
dude.
Akala ko yun yung
Yeah,
talagang ano mo, parang okay yung ano
no.
niya, racket niya, sige.
Yeah, I like building things. I'm very
Mm.
handy because
Mm.
I fucking by myself here. You learn how to do things on your own.
Mm.
Galing din ako magluto, pare.
Parang lahat tayo gumaling nagluto ng pandemic.
Oh, no kidding, huh?
Kahit ako natuto magluto.
Ramen and pork and beans, sardinas, and
Oo.
yeah, just open up a
Sabagay,
can.
dati matututo tayo magluto dahil sa pulutan, eh, 'di ba? Parang
Oh man,
pulutan,
sisig,
oo. Oo, 'di
sisig,
ba?
paborito. Yep. Hmm.
Century tuna, gano'n. Sige,
Oh,
haluin mo
I
lahat
still
'yan.
eat century tuna, man. Like, they
Mm.
have it at the Asian grocery store here, man. Like,
Oo.
I like that shit, man. Pag
Seafood.
tamad ako magluto, yeah, I just open up a can of fucking Hokkaido mackerel,
Ay, oo. Tagal ko
century
na
tuna,
kinakakain nun, ah. Tangina, makakabili nga mamaya nun.
or Ligo sardines, man.
Ligo, oo. Kaso parang ano, eh, pangit na ng ligo. bigo ngayon, iba na yung lasa nila. Hindi katulad ng mga sa
Oh
beef.
yeah, well, you gotta cook it, man. At least like chop some onions and
Oo.
tomatoes, and then put some sauce. Just use the fish.
Iniisip ko
Don't
nga
eat it
yun
straight
eh.
out of the can.
Iniisip ko nga yun eh. Sabi ko, pumapangit ba yung lasa nung pagkain dahil tumatanda tayo? O dahil bumababa talaga yung quality nila? Kasi di ba dapat
Shit, you can't
nag-i-improve yung
even
quality?
tell. Yeah, you're well. No, I don't want like improve like everything. Like I thought, like when I was a kid, I thought McDonald's was so good. Now it's like trash, garbage food. You know
Oo
what I
nga
mean?
eh. Oo nga, oo nga. Talaga nga. So,
Because
nung,
I remember a sandwich being much bigger, but I guess I was smaller.
oo nga. Oo nga, yun nga eh. Parang ba't ganito na to? Ang liit na lang. Dati lalaki nito eh. Tawag dito. So, yung mga pagpasok, pag nag-start ka dyan, paano ka napasok sa robotics, pare?
My first real job, because you just take whatever job that pays you so you can pay the bills, and then
Mm,
I ended up, I just got lucky. People, the right people, because it's all
mm,
about connections, man. No matter what you do in life, it's always who you know.
mm,
So I got lucky. I got into an electronics assembly factory. We built, well, not we. They built compact computers, parts inside. So I started with that, building circuit boards. Just putting the parts in and then soldering it. You know.
mm,
So from there, but I just evolved, and then I got into the oil industry as a electronics technician, building panels and equipment, and then the oil business kind of dried up. They stopped
mm,
drilling.
mm,
So probably like 7 years ago, I moved into the automation and robotics
mm,
part of the business. Since I already know the electrical part, that's all it is, man. It's like mechanical, electrical, and some programming.
mm.
So if you know all those basics, you can get into different programs that they will like teach you and pay for
Yeah.
your school. You
Okay.
know, yeah, yeah.
Pero yun din yung
Because
background mo nung college, nung nag-aral ka ng college, no?
no business, man.
Okay.
PSBA,
Oo. Hindi, sabi mo
PSBA,
kasi
Philippine
nag-aral ka diyan,
School.
di ba? Pagdating mo
Yeah,
diyan,
just but not nothing formal. It's all like tech school. You
okay.
know,
Oo. Oo.
it's not like
Kum-
university.
Mm. Kumbaga parang equivalent dito na noon yan is parang night school vocational shit,
Yeah,
parang ganun.
vocational. I think is the
Oo.
word. Yeah.
Oo.
But
Astig ah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, as most companies, if you're willing to learn, man, they will send you to school, man, for free.
Buti pag
You
dyan.
just need to ask. Yeah, no, you just need to ask. I mean, they don't advertise this shit.
Mm.
Like I said, you just gotta know people. You gotta, if you ask, all then you're halfway towards yes. I mean, they could always just say no or yes. So
Mm. Oo nga, no?
you asking, you're already halfway there, right?
Tama.
You just look at it that way.
Oo nga. Dahil na, no?
So
Tapos
yeah,
yung,
just knowing people, knowing technicians, and like, hey, dude, you got a job here, and you give you a phone number, you interview, and before you know it, yeah, you're working for the Bezos man.
Amazon. Sa Amazon ka.
Yeah,
Daming ano sa kanya, no? Parang ang daming galit sa kanya. Bakit kaya?
I don't know. I really don't care, man. He's sure he's super rich and greedy, but so what? Everybody is.
Tama nga. Tama. Marami ng
Uh,
inggit, no?
I'm sure inget or
Hmm.
they're pissed off that he could be using his money for something good, but what does that
Oh,
really mean in 2022, dude?
tama.
Everybody's got an agenda.
Tama.
Yeah, you just
Yung,
worry about yourself, dude.
tama. Yung
Make sure.
banda, paano ka pumasok ulit sa banda? Nagbuo ka ng banda? Ano yung...
Well, I started, solo. I
Hmm.
bought a drum machine. I bought a keyboard, a sampler. This is before computers, so you need that shit.
Hmm.
You need everything. Everything was hardware, physical.
Hmm.
So I think I got my first computer. It was already like maybe 2001, kind of late.
Oo.
So yeah, that's when I started using uh, Cakewalk. I don't know if you remember
Oo.
that software,
Oo, naalala
old
ko yun.
school.
Mm.
And then I was using like my drum sequencer was Fruity Loops. Now it's FLP Studio now, but it used to be
FLP,
Fruity Loops
Fruity Loops,
when it first came out. Yeah, but that's what the hip hop people used to use. So that's fuck, I can make beats. You know,
oo.
well, yeah, 80s electro beats. You know, of course, I can't
Hmm,
really make rap. I can't try to make rap or hip hop. If I tried, I can't. You know, no influence. So,
hmm.
but yeah, so that's where I started. I bought like a 4-track recorder. I think it was a Yamaha or a Fostex. I don't remember. But yeah, cassette, man. 4 tracks, old school way of doing it.
Oo.
So I
Dami
made
nga.
some demos. I never released anything like officially. It's just me practicing how to make songs, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. So that's how I honed whatever I have right now. I don't know if you call that skill, but it is what it is.
Mm.
Yeah, I just got older, just got better equipment, you know, got better at doing it. So that's what we hear now. So
Save your skin na, no?
yeah, I really didn't want to change Iconoclast, man. It's just like,
Actually, puwede
eh,
mo pang gamitin, eh. Eh,
nah,
ba't
nah, it's too late now, man. I officially broke up the name in 2006,
ang
man,
tagal na
the
rin.
MySpace days.
Oo, ang tagal na rin.
Bro,
Puta.
2006 is what, you know, holy shit. Think about it.
Oo nga, tagal na nun.
That's a long time. Whoever
Imagine
was
mo.
born then, what? Dude, I can't even do math. It's 2000. Oh no.
Sa Save Your Skin, nakakailang release ka na?
Uh I have my first album,
Mm.
7-inch single, second album, 7-inch single, and another 7-inch single. So 5 total. 2 albums and 3 singles.
Hmm. Tapos
Yeah,
'di
I'm
ba
about what?
si
Go
Mike
ahead.
na sumali pa sa'yo diyan, 'di ba? Parang meron yatang nag-collab kayo ni Mike, DAB.
Yes. Yes,
Oo.
we have one song we collaborated. It's good to hear Mike's vocals again, you know, it's fucking trademark
Oo.
raspy.
Oo, yung Rasp.
Yeah, yeah, he's got his own sound. So,
Mm.
yeah, that's cool. That's going to be in the new album.
Isa rin siyang dahilan kaya ako napunta sa Doom ngayon, eh, dahil niyaya
Oh,
niya ako, eh. Oo, naging kabanda ko
Mike
siya,
is
sa Mandrax.
Oh,
Three
really?
piece
Okay.
kami, oo, three-piece kami, tapos si Erwin Ginton nagda-drums, tapos Doom. Sabi ko, okey pala 'to 'no? Okey pala yung
Yeah.
paulit-ulit lang na matagal, parang nakakahilo siya 'pag tagal.
Yeah,
Okey, eh.
exactly. That's the ambience, man. That's the
Oo.
atmosphere, you know. You don't have to be like complicated. You just need to be, cool.
Mm. Oo.
Yeah, but Mike is more like the stoner guy, you know. I'm more of the
Oo.
depressing, atmospheric doom. Yeah, he's more like he wants to smoke weed and do the grooves, the Black
Grooves,
Sabbath
oo.
grooves.
Oo.
Yeah. Fuck.
Sige, Mike.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good. I got him to collaborate on one song. So there's gonna be a lot of special guests on the new album. You know, like the old tropas. You know, like I wanted to
Mm.
make music with again. Junie,
Oo.
Jenny, um, Michael Jean. I have another guy that I wanted to do backup vocals on something. I haven't asked him yet. I have some old school. You remember that band Morgoth?
Mm.
Mark Grew, the singer for Morgoth, he
Mm.
did a track with me in the new album too.
Astig.
Yeah, that's a good song. Mike, some of my friends already heard it.
Oo. Astig.
Yeah, the demo version. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be like 12 new songs. The new album. It's being
Kailan mo
mixed right now.
i-release?
But target is October. Hopefully, Yeah, I would like
Mm.
to have a fucking vinyl, like a 12-inch vinyl this time.
Mm.
But right now it's impossible, man. Like the smaller labels, like the one I'm signed to, is like it's low
Yes.
priority because
Oo.
there's too many orders and not enough plants to press it.
Oo.
You know, so they kind of like prioritize the major labels first. So if we order, like say 100 copies of a 12-inch vinyl right now, it's like a year wait before
Pucha,
they
ang
even get
tagal.
to your masters. Yeah, bro,
Oo,
a year
tagal
minimum.
'no. Kamusta yung
Yeah,
ano diyan? Kamusta ka nung pandemic diyan?
ayos lang, dude.
Tuloy
Just
lang, wala lang, normal lang?
yeah. Oh, dude, I like to stay home.
Okay. Pero nag-lockdown din diyan,
Been,
'di ba?
huh?
Nag-lockdown ba diyan?
Yeah, of course, man. That's like the
Hmm.
whole world.
Hmm.
But Texas is a little bit more, they're a little bit more conservative, so they don't really believe in shit like that. It's they're
Mm.
idiots, man. But yeah, it is what it is. Gago, mga gago. Fucking mayor namin dito, yung governor namin dito is fucking gago, bobo.
Oo. Tangina, ang lupit, eh.
But yeah,
Grabe.
so
Paano yung process mo 'pag pag nagko-compose ka ng song?
oh shit, connect the dots, man. Like I actually got this technique from like reading like early like good Metallica interviews, like 80s Metallica, where
Hmm.
they would like record a riff on a cassette and then set it aside. They do one measure, and then
Hmm.
they revisit all the tapes and they listen to one riff. Oh, this sounds like a good chorus.
Hmm.
Oh, this sounds like a good verse, and then you put that shit together. Now that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it in my computer, just
Oo.
I record a riff to a click track, which
Mm.
is usually like 120, 130 BPM, and then I'll set it aside, and
Hmm.
yeah, and then I just put riffs together to make a song,
Oh.
and then I do vocals on top of it. I
Ah.
try different vocal styles, and I try to sing, I try to growl, I try to do the hardcore, half growl, yeah,
Oo.
kind of like a brutal Hetfield, you know.
Oo.
I try that too.
Hindi
Um,
hindi mo na ginagawa yung isang upuan na kailangan matapos 'to today, gano'n?
no,
Hindi
no,
na,
I'm not
wala na
because
siyang
it's solo. I've always been solo, like so I play by myself with a click track. So I
hmm.
don't do the jam room kind of, hey,
Kahit ngayon, kahit sa Savior
no,
Skin, 'di mo na?
now, believe it
Paano
or
yung mga
not,
players mo?
huh?
Paano yung mga players mo 'pag may gig? Sipra?
We practice at home with a click track with backing tracks. We only see each other when we play the show. We don't
Oh,
rehearse in the room.
hindi mo
Yeah.
nami-miss yung yung feel nung
No, I
jam?
hate it. I hate
Talaga?
that shit. I hate people, dude.
Pucha.
You know, I mean, I have friends, but I keep it with
Mm.
it like distance. Keep my distance. Like go away, dude.
Hmm. Sabagay, napansin ko nga sa'yo yun kahit 'pag nakikita kita sa school, parang, hmm,
I'm not
soloista 'tong
really
isang 'to, oo.
introverted. Yeah, I
Oo,
don't. You
soloista,
know,
eh. Mm.
yeah, I'm not really. I'm easy to get along with. I'll hang out with you. I'll drink with you and all. But
Oo.
there's a limit. Like dude, I just want to go home and lock myself in my room, kind of deal.
Sige, ayun, ah.
So yeah, I'm lucky enough, man. Like for a while I was playing with a drum machine live, but I found a good drummer that sounds like a machine that
Mm.
can play to like a click track in
Like,
his ear.
oo, oo.
Yeah, so lucky. So that means
So
we don't
those
have
guys
to.
are like sessionist lang talaga?
Well, I don't want to. That sounds really derogatory, like session. No, I
Hindi,
mean they add a
Hindi ka
lot.
pag
They add a lot
sessionist
to the
ka,
music.
pag sessionist ka, ibig sabihin,
You're,
professional
you're tight,
musician ka
yeah,
talaga.
pro.
Oo.
You're a pro musician, yeah.
Oo, hindi ka saling pusa, kumbaga, hindi ka ganun.
Silent pusa.
Mm.
But yeah, man. But they also have the correct influences. They don't just like just a
Mm.
bunch of people that can play music, because the feeling is not going to be right either. They got to be into the music, like for
Tama,
real.
tama.
So the lead guitar player we have right now, Fred, he plays in a really good death black metal band called Divine Void. Pretty
Mm.
good, man. He's more into like the thrashy Sepultura stuff, with a
Mm.
little bit of black metal melodics. And I don't know if you've listened to any or read any of my interviews. I really don't like black metal. I don't like black metal at all.
Bakit, bakit?
Yeah. I don't know. I like the old school death metal sound, man. I like it chunky and heavy, but the old school trem picking,
Oo,
but
oo, oo.
not like black metal. Is just like everything is open, upside down power chord.
Nung
Ah,
una ko nga narinig yun, pare, parang yung guitar, parang naisip ko bandurria.
yeah. Uh huh.
Di ba?
I like the death metal, like more like bubuyog, like swarm
Oo,
of bees. Swarm of bees
oo.
sound like bzzz.
Ako rin, hindi masyadong fan ng ng black. Lalo na yung mga Norwegian kasi parang sila masyado silang against the grain, kailangan pangit yung tunog.
Well, no, but that's good though, because it's kind of like, to me, that's kind of like, I'm not an expert or anything, but
Mm,
that's kind of like a resurgence of punk. Because
maaari,
remember,
oo.
punk started what in the 70s. It
Mm,
go it went against like the prog stuff, because everybody sounded
oo,
like Rush,
oo,
Rush or Queen, and everybody had long
oo,
songs, and like punk are like, fuck it, man, we just gonna do power chords and three
oo.
minute songs, right?
3 minutes,
It's the opposite of prog. And black metal was kind of like that when thrash became commercial, and
oo.
death metal. They were like saying like death metal. They're wearing sweatpants and fucking basketball shoes on stage. Like fuck this, man. Let's go against that. So instead of bass, they did the treble sound,
Mm,
and instead of
oo,
using expensive studios, big
mm,
production, they went with lo-fi production.
oo. Yun yung lo-fi thinking nila na talagang putya.
But it
Alam mo,
worked though. It
oo, marami
it
rin
works
talaga
for that kind of
'no?
music. I mean,
Sabagay, oo nga. Parang part din talaga 'yan ng evolution ng sound, eh.
yeah. But now, black metal got super popular, so now it's super polished now, and
Oo,
everybody sounds the same, man. They're all using the same drum samples, the same
mismo,
plug-ins for their guitars, and
mismo.
so I don't know. Metal is just like, to me right now. Ah, fuck. Oh yeah, another perfect recording. Shit,
Oo.
I
Dito rin,
must.
pare. Dito
Yeah,
rin,
I mean, I want to talk because I use drum machines. It's always perfect,
Oo.
but I use different samples. I don't use the plugins that everybody uses.
Pero yung samples na ginagamit mo, tini-tweak mo pa siya.
Oh yeah,
Kasi
to
yung
hell, man.
iba,
Like,
ang dami ko nakikitang recordings, as in, alam mo kaagad eh. Ay puta, hindi mo man lang tweak yung ginamit mong sample. Ngayon,
yeah,
etong 10 bandang narinig ko, pare-pareho kayo ngayon ng guitar tsaka drum sounds.
yeah.
Pucha, di ba?
Especially the
Parang, ay,
drum sounds, man. Like
oo.
everybody's using the same like easy drummer too.
Mm,
They're all using the same axe effects, like like what do you call it?
pare-pareho eh, no?
Preset, the preset, like
Mm. Kaya nga
so.
pre-pandemic na parang pagpupunta ako sa gig, usually gig dito, 10 bands, 12 bands. Pucha, yung 6 doon magkakatabi, magkakasunod sila. Tapos ako naman, di ako masyadong, pag nagpupunta ako sa gig kasi usually nasa labas lang ako, inom lang ako sa labas. So
Uh,
akala ko the whole while, sabi ko, "Puta, tagal naman na itong banda to, kanina pa to tumutugtog." Yung pala, 4 na pala yung bandang tumugtog, pare. Pare-pareho yung tunog nila. Sabi ko,
oh
talaga?
no.
Sabi ko, okay, siguro nga, kailangan na
See that
magpalit.
see that's what I like about 90s death metal. or
Mm.
late 80s death metal. If you listen to like the catalog of what's on Nuclear Blast at the time, what's on Century
Oo.
Media, what's on Relapse, you
Kakaiba, eh,
got
'no?
all, you can pick 10, 15 different albums of death metal, but they all sound
Sound
different, man.
different, tama.
Right?
Oo.
And it sounded real, you know, like I don't want to sound like a fucking boomer, but real. Yo, my
But we
music is
are,
better
man.
when I mean, that's all they had, So
Mm,
if you don't have the technology, you have to be creative.
tama. Hindi,
So
tsaka papansin ko kasi mostly parang nagiging ano, eh, nagiging tamad. Kasi nga sobrang madali na.
yeah,
Alam mo 'yun, click mo lang 'to, okey lagay mo 'to, eto na 'yung tunog, okey na, perfect. Ang problema
yeah,
lahat ng tao, lahat ng nagre-recording pare-pareho sila ng gano'ng mindset, parang,
yeah,
"Okey na 'yan."
exactly.
'Di ba? Paglabas ng
Yeah,
album nila, meron na rito mga show, eh, na sa radio, 'yung Balian ng Leg, so maririnig mo 'yan 3 hours puro puro ano, puro heavy.
really, huh? Okay.
Oo, meron. Kaso yun nga, 'pag nagda-drive ako, ito na naman, sila na naman. Ay hindi, ibang banda na pala yan. Okey.
Ugh.
Okey. Sige,
Yeah.
ang
Oh my god.
hirap.
Is
Kaya ano,
LA 105 still around?
wala na bro.
What about
Wala na,
NU
matagal na.
107?
Wala na rin.
Wala akong balita, man. Shit.
Ano na lang, 88.3 pero ang problema, meron lang silang ano, may allotted time lang sila, yung Sabado, 8
Hmm.
8 to 10, parang gano'n. Yun, puro metal yun. Tapos yun lang,
We have
lahat.
a good radio show here, man. It's on AM. My friend Brian runs it. It's called Sweet Nightmares.
Mm,
They play Savior Skin a lot, so they're fucking awesome. But yeah, they play everything from classic old metal to like the newer, And you can hear, and he doesn't like put them in a row like everybody sounds the same. He like chop
oo,
suey a little bit, And
oo,
man, that's
oo,
like the best radio show I've ever heard, man. Really, because
talaga.
yeah, he's got good taste. He's the same age as us.
Nakakwentuhan ko si Ramon, eh, Shalsita. Dito sa
Yeah, me
Kalye
too.
Pacific.
He's in Florida, right?
Yeah, tatanong ko nga sa kanya, sabi ko, "Ba't ayaw mo magtayo ng parang pirate radio dito?" Sabi niya, hindi na, masyado na akong matanda. Dapat yung mga sumunod na sa atin ang gumawa niya."
He has a point there. Yeah.
Pero meron din naman na yung mga parang ganito, mga online show. Puro ano,
Mm.
nandiyan yung Dead Radio, tas ano, kaya okay din naman. Para sa akin mas exciting ngayon yung ano, eh, yung doom tsaka sludge na scene
Yeah,
na
I mean the
nangyayari rito.
scene. Yeah, the scene is big now. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Dito ano,
So
eh, kasi parang feeling ko yung sludge doom dito sa Manila, sobrang diverse. Walang dalawang banda magkakatunog talaga.
yeah, it's kind of like how death metal was in the
Mm.
beginning. But yeah, you're right. Are they like did they come from like the death metal scene? These new doom bands that's there,
Oo.
or did they come from like the grunge scene?
Yung iba,
Like
merong iba
yeah,
galing grunge, yung iba galing doom, iba galing grind.
yeah. Huh?
So
I
yung
mean,
mga tipong sa pagod na.
that's probably why it's diverse, because all come from different backgrounds playing the same
Oo.
kind of music. Of course, the interpretation is going to be different.
Iba different, oo. Pero
Yeah,
yung
that's
favorite
cool.
ko ngayon yung ano, yung Surrogate Prey dito,
Oh
sila
yeah, I heard
Bobby,
the split with the DAB.
si JB,
The split
meron
C,
silang
Alex
nilabas
and
uli nung pandemic. Putya
oh,
ina, bigat pa. As
nice.
in yung as in yung parang ano, yung sabi ko nga sa kanya, "Paano 'pag naririnig ko kayo live, nawawala yung kulay, gray lahat, monochrome lahat." Parang, sarap.
Nice. That's cool, man.
Oo,
I,
kaya
I, I
yun,
gotta listen to that.
yung
Totally.
Surrogate Prey, bago nila. Ano pa ba? Yung si Panye, tapos yung Kapre. May Kapre, taga Bicol yata yung Kapre. Tapos narinig ko din. Okay din eh. Okay ito ah.
Are they gonna tour with Tame the Tikbalang and
Wala na eh. Wala na tayo eh.
Al-
Nagkikita na lang sila pag
fucking
ano eh.
Punebre? Alex's band is obsessed with Manananggal and all the
Talaga.
Filipino folklore. Yeah.
Oo. Yun yung ano nila, tema nila. Filipino
Yeah,
folklore talaga.
like shake, rattle, and roll.
Oo nga, ganun. Sige. Pakinggan ko nga yun. Ayun na, ayos pa. Actually, napanood ko sila eh.
Hey, man. Give me a minute, please.
Sige.
1 second.
Wiwi gago. Stigal po siya. Perspectives.
Sorry about that.
Hanggang ngayon, mag-isa ka pa rin dyan.
No,
Wala
I
pang
got my
pamilya.
family. Yeah, I do.
Kamusta buhay pamilya?
Same, man. Just, trabaho, come back. Kaya
Wala
tulog.
anak ka na ba?
Yeah. I have a
Ilan?
daughter.
One.
One. And I have a son back there, Lance. He's already 23. So.
Imagine, no? Tangina.
Yeah, holy shit.
Mga kids lang tayo, tangina. Sa labasagan, ganit. Puti na yung pampas ko, tangina.
Oh, ako din. I just dyed black. I do, man. You can't help it. You're almost 50 years old. The whites are gonna come out, man. The grays.
Ano yung trip ng nung anak mo, pre? Alam niya, trip niya yung mga ginagawa mo, yung mga music na ginagawa mo?
No, she likes she's into the Japanese anime culture stuff.
Pati yung music?
Yeah.
Anak ko rin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
K-pop.
Chill Japanese bands.
Well, it'd be awesome if it's like Merzbow or any of those Japanese noise noise bands.
Hindi, masyado na malalim yun eh. Kasi usually, nakikita yung music nila is, kumbaga, internet-based na eh. Diba?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Hindi katulad dati nun. Kaya kailangan talaga, putya, mag-research ka. Dahil walang spoon-feeding nung panahon natin.
Yeah.
Kung anong gusto mo, hanapin mo. Still, yung work mo sa robotics, hindi mo pwede pag-usapan yun?
Yeah, pwede.
Pwede naman.
There's nothing to talk about, man. I mean,
hindi ba kayo mga tipong pare, mga super uber secret na robotics? Baka mamaya gumagawa ka na ng Gundam dyan, pare.
I wish, man. No, it's the simple shit that you see like in factories, like you see that robot arm, pick up shit, and then they look like RC vehicles, that just go certain destinations. Yeah, that's really simple stuff. It sounds more fancy when you say robotics. Yeah.
Oo nga.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's fun at least,
Hindi boring gawin yun.
No, there's always something to do, and sometimes I work 8 hours, sometimes I work 12 hours, and it just depends. Yeah, and yeah, it's fun. And it pays the bills, man. So
may time ka pa para mag-road trip punta sa bundok.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of not in Texas, man. It's stupid hot here, and there's a lot of it's kind of like the Philippines. It's hot and humid, and there's a lot of insects. And I hate the outdoors, man. I want to be inside in the air conditioning, where it's comfortable, man.
Village boy.
Yeah, I think we did that mountaineering shit when we were in PSBA, and it was just miserable, man. Like 12 hours of walking. You have this fucking backpack full of cans. Who wants to do that? Like, seriously, man. Yeah, exactly. I stop and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life, man?
Pero masaya pag iba makikita yung ilog tapos okay, talo na. Pero
yeah, that's true, but that's not what the fun part is. Just hanging out with your friends. That's the real fun part, not the fucking wilderness. I mean, why? You can get killed by a bear here, like shit. No, I don't want that.
Ay, oo, dyan, no? Oo nga, no? Dyan, no? Puta, pwede kang kainin, eh.
Yeah.
Grabe, no? Kamusta yung mga gigs dyan?
Oh man, now after the pandemic, it's too much. I don't know how the fuck anybody can afford this. Because and the last, well, yeah, if you're going to like 10 different shows in 2 weeks, come on, who can, because I'm not gonna, I'm not kidding, man. Like 2 weeks ago, we got like Christian Death, we got Malevolent Creation, we got
Nakita ang post mo.
Origin, Misery Index, fucking what else? And 2 nights ago, Atheist and Suffocation, and then Danzig. This is all within like the 3 weeks span. I'm like, holy shit! And dude, I went to Danzig, and they were like in this new like really awesome club, and man, that shit was expensive.
Magkano
We're talking about.
singilan?
Well, I got in for free. I got connections, but like a tall boy, a 16 ounce of beer is like something like $17, $18.
Wow.
Like, I spent like yeah, I don't even want to talk about how much I spent. But
Pero
that's just one
before
show.
pandemic, magkano yung gano'n?
Oh no, it's it's okay. It's affordable. Plus, it didn't have like my problem is like every weekend.
Meron.
Or every week there's 2 or 3 shows every week. I mean,
ubos
that
na
kind
pera
of
mo dun.
yeah, that will kill the scene.
Hindi kasi,
like because
pansinin mo kasi,
I
di ba,
mean,
2 taon tayong nakakulong, eh. Kaya lahat sila,
yeah.
okay, let's go, full blast. Sabay-sabay.
And the thing about Houston, there's so many people here, so 200-300 people a show is like pretty normal. That's for mga sikat. Well, we have like 2 or 3 people at our shows.
Pareho tayo. Tapos lasing pa, hindi pa nanonood. Nakatingala lang na gano'n.
I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so it's cool. It's cool, and it sucks at the same time because you can't go to all of it. I really wanted to see Atheist, man, but I missed it. No, man, I was working. It was like a Monday night.
Parang puro bata na yung players nun, no? Nakita ko yung picture, yung parang full picture nila. Parang, sila pa ba to? Parang puro bata na to, ah.
I don't know who's in the band. I know the singer is Kelly. Kelly Shaper is still there with you. But yeah.
Suffocation, alam ko nag-send out ng ano rito sa Manila kung sino gustong mag-promote ng show nila.
Oh, really?
Oo.
That's cool.
Pinag-uusapan pa kung sino maglalabas ng pera. Walang gusto maglabas ng pera.
Man, it depends how much are they asking, like Jen.
Nagulat nga ako, pati ako may email. Ano to? Sabi ko, ano to? Wala akong pera.
They're looking for promoters. Yeah, they're looking for promoters. That's cool.
Naghahanap sila ng pati Carcass dati. Sabi ko, ba't wag niyong padalhan ito? Wala akong pera para dyan.
Carcass is good.
Oo, pare. Mismo pa rin sila hanggang ngayon.
Yeah. Even better now because, no disrespect to their old drummer, but, he's kind of sloppy. But the new one that they have is pretty fucking spot on, man.
Parang makina din no? Galing
Yeah.
Carcass na yan, sobrang influential sa ating sa generation natin yun
Yeah, I mean I never really got into melodic death that much, but and unless it's them or even early at the gates, man, it was good stuff, man. It's just what sucks is the people that copied them and they made it sound cheap, mga kopya. You know what I mean, right?
Nasabihin na naman ng mga makakita nito, nagpapaka-boomer na naman.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Yeah,
Pero totoo naman kasi yung lahat ng sinimulan nila noon, tapos kumbaga nag-trickle down na ngayon, lahat ganun ang ginagawa. Tapos parang pag nakikinig ka ng mga bagong bands ngayon, parang cheap copy na lang ng mga trip natin noon eh. Di ba?
Yeah, yeah. Which in a way is also good. It's kind of like, I mean, like Black Sabbath from the 70s. If you're in the 90s, you sound like the Black Sabbath. That's how big the gap is. It's like 20 years. I mean, Carcass. When did Symphonies of Sickness come out? 1989 or 90? And if you sound like that now, that's fucking 30 plus years ago. That's like the difference of 1970 and the fucking 2000. That's crazy. Yeah, once you put the numbers that way, you feel old. Like, holy shit. I can't believe 1991 was like 30 plus years ago. Like, Jesus.
Pare, yan yung team lagi ng mga na-interview ko dito. Laging gano'n.
No, like where did it just, oh yeah, bro, fucking, it seems like it took forever for 1990 to get to 2000. But when 2000 came, is when we all started having jobs and being adults. It just like sped up, like holy shit, it just lumipad, man. Like,
Oo nga eh, puta. Pag iniisip ko nga rin yun eh, parang, fuck. Tinatanong ko nga anak ko, sabi ko, mukha na ba ako matanda? Sabi niya, yung itsura mo, oo, matanda na. Pero pag kumilos ka, pag nagkakwentuhan tayo, para ka pa rin para daw akong early 20s dahil mas makulit pa ako sa kanya.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, I still dress the same when I was 17. Fucking Vans, Levi's, band shirt. And fucking I never changed my style. I just grew the facial hair. That's it. It's the same style. And trust me. Yeah, trust me. If I can grow a beard when I was 17, I would keep the beard. You know what I mean? But it didn't grow till I was 40.
Grabe, no? So talagang steady ka lang, bahay ka lang talaga, tapos
work and I try to book shows like once a month. We should have a big show coming up in September. I can't announce it yet. Ayoko mapornada. But yeah. But yeah, we try to play around the city like, once a month at least. Just para, hindi kami magkalawang.
Pero okay yung okay yung music mo yan. Kasi parang updated siya nung basically, hindi rin naman siya iconoclast talaga, pero parang update siya nun eh. Parang,
I guess, just modern production, I guess. You can say that.
Hindi, pero sa totoo lang, mas gusto ko yung tunog dun nung yung sa Nevermore. Ay, tama nga ba yung pangalan nun? Nevermore, di ba yung song nyo?
Yeah, that's the only one. Well, there's two. There's the Life Fades Away.
Ay,
the alphanumeric. Alphanumeric sampler.
I'm sure meron.
But yeah, I mean, that's the the problem with that is like we have the nice studio, but the engineer sucked. But it gave it its own sound though. Dude, that's like a pop production, man. Like the guitars weren't really heavy. The drums were clear, but the guitars weren't heavy. The bass wasn't heavy, and the vocals was right in the front of the mix. It's
prominent din yung boses mo eh. Yung basag
you like that?
Ganon. Hindi, tsaka kasi nga ibang-iba, hindi katulad nung mga, di ba, yung Rumble Belly, Amocast, lahat sila.
No disrespect to those guys.
Magagaling yun, pero kumbaga sa toy display nandito silang lahat. Tapos nandito sa kabilang shelf, parang kayo lang. Parang mag-isa lang kayo. to? Anong laruan to?
It it's
Okay
still
to,
it's still it's still the same here, man.
talaga?
Well, wala kami katunog dito
Hmm,
sa Texas, Houston.
oo. Hindi kayo nag-aano, hindi kayo lumilipat, yung parang lilibot sa other states
Ah,
para gumig pag ang time?
everybody works, man. So we have
Hmm,
offers outside of Texas, but
hindi
it
kaya.
doesn't pay enough, and
Oo, hindi
at least
worth
now
it.
may guarantee na kami. We get paid something.
Oo, yan.
Hindi na tugtog
Oo.
libre or
So, wala kang ano yung mga sound trip mo? Ano yung last album na pinakinggan mo ng buo?
last album.
Ako,
My friends, my friends from Hasselrod. Hasselrod is like a oh god, I hate to say old school death metal.
mm, oo,
No, they're a straight up death metal band from here. All the guys, they're friends of mine.
mm,
It's good, man. Like they had Dan Swano mix it. Dan Swano
talaga.
from
Stick.
Edge of Sanity and all that shit.
Oo.
Yeah,
Taga
yeah.
diyan
He
ba siya?
make no, dude. He's Swedish, man.
Okay.
From Sweden.
Akala ko nandiyan yan.
I don't know.
'Pag mga
Maybe he
gano'n
went here.
magkano kaya po siya? I'm sure mahal yung pa-mix sa kanya, ano?
Well, I don't want to blurt it out in public because I know
Mm,
that's like you know
oo.
classified
Pero for
information.
sure pero for
No,
sure yun.
it's expensive, but yeah, for
Mm,
sure you're gonna sound good, and
oo,
what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. But yeah, it sound legit. You're gonna sound legit
mm,
if you got like a name guy who's been
oo.
doing death metal for like 35 years from Sweden. Of course, you're gonna sound like a band from Sweden. You know what I mean?
Oo,
So yeah, called Hasselrod. Pretty good,
nasa
man.
rock.
Look him
Hanapin
up.
ko yan. Sound trip ako mamaya habang nagtatrabaho. Gano'n na lang ako
Yeah. So
mapag-sound trip ngayon, habang nagtatrabaho. I-play ko lang siya sa
yeah,
background.
me too. My playlist is so fucking weird, and I don't even use. I try not to use Spotify. I really, my boomer brain cannot understand it. So I listen to music and YouTube on fucking
Talaga?
autoplay.
Pareho
Yeah.
tayo. Ako din, eh.
Pang matanda.
Kasi
Pang
nakakainis
matanda
yung
yun.
Spotify, all of a sudden meron sila sinisiksik na iba. Yung sobrang ang
Exactly.
layo,
I'm
'di
like,
ba? Parang, putang ina,
I
ano
look
'to?
up an album. I'm like, all right, and then I play a track, and it'll play something else. I'm like,
Oo,
I really sound really stupid, saying
nakakainis.
that, but and I work in tech. It's kind of weird that I don't know how to work this shit. But yeah, YouTube. Hanggang YouTube lang ako, pare.
Oo. Yung yung mga buong album na video, buong album. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sige.
sometimes I do per song, and then I make playlists. So actually, it automatically plays it for you because I want, like, I wake up, or I'm thinking, and like, oh shit, I want to hear this one song, and then I look it up, I listen to that sound trip,
Oo.
and then
Toink.
it kind of makes the playlist for you, kind of like a fucking history. It will like make it for you. Yeah, so yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Ay, oo,
So
sa
my
YouTube may gano'n.
Yeah,
Yung
so I'm all over the place on that shit. I'd listen to, like, a pop song, a fucking punk song, a goth song, and then a death metal song, and then a
sige.
grindcore song, and
Sige.
all over the place.
Ano yung pinaka-latest na pop na natripan mo? Yung parang, okay ito, ah.
Oh, nothing from the 2000s, man. Like,
Talaga. Luma pa rin.
the pop, yeah, luma pa rin. Oh, 80s, 90s, Duran, Tears for Fears.
Ah,
Yeah, that's the kind of pop I listen to. It's still kind of gothic, you know.
ah, ah.
Uh what I'm listening to this band, not really new, but they call have you heard of London After Midnight?
Parang narinig ko na.
Yeah, they're kind of like electro goth. I like that
Hmm,
stuff. It's very relaxing. The sound, the production is just really cold, like a lot of
hmm,
reverb and
oo. Yung
snappy, like kick drum.
yung Ulver, natripan mo ba yun?
Oh yeah, man. Although I kind of stopped like in their Blood Inside was my favorite album for them.
Yun yung may
Uh,
telepono, di ba?
yeah, uh huh.
Abnormal yun eh, no? Putang ina.
Original, man. Like
Oo,
nobody
di
sound
ba?
like.
Pero iba rin yung
Yeah,
Culver eh. Tapos tangina, tumutugtog sila sa TV, no? Meron silang concert, tinelevise sa TV. Puta, iba rin yung
yeah. I
bansa
mean,
nila
they
talaga eh.
yeah, I know, right? But yeah. I mean, if you do that in the Philippines, you go and like eat bulaga back in the
Hindi, parang ano eh. Yung concert eh, na tinelevise sa kanila.
I
Buong concert
gotcha.
nila eh. Astig eh.
Uh, yeah, I mean, they kind of sound like Depeche Mode now, right?
Oo nga, yun lang. Siguro dahil
Yeah,
tumatanda na din.
yeah. I mean,
Pero
plus,
yung Blood Inside, puta mismo yung album na yun.
yeah, that's a good album, man. That's so
Oo.
weird.
Tas, nung napanood ko yun nga, yung televised performance nila, doon ko lang nakita na puta, ganun palang itsura ng singer na yun. Kasi sobrang
Yeah,
ibang-iba yung iniisip kong itsura niya sa tunog niya.
yeah, yeah. Plus yung bosses niya really good, man. His
Oo,
clean singing
galing
is
pare.
so
Ganda ng
good.
boses niya. Tsaka
Yeah,
iba sila mag-isip. Yung sobrang off-kilter yung concept nila ng music, no?
yeah. I mean, I don't want to
Pwedeng,
be, like if you listen to my shit, you can recognize what my influences are. I don't want to be weird just for the sake of being weird. You know what I
mm,
mean? Or,
oo,
because I just want to write songs, I don't
oo,
want to be like, oh, dapat kakaiba. Yeah, I
oo,
don't think that
oo,
way. Just if it sounds good to my ears. But, it just so
mm,
happens that I listen to different kinds of music and I don't care about, I can mix all of them. Some
oo,
people, like I have a lot of friends here, they would only play death metal. Like they don't want to mix anything to it. But outside of that, they listen to all kinds. They listen to hip hop,
oo,
but they kind of like separate the music life from their personal listening, which
mm,
is which is good. I mean, they
mm.
don't want that influence to mix into their death metal.
Mga ano sila, talagang seryoso sila kumbaga sa death
Yeah,
metal nila.
it's like yeah, and it's not their fault. It's like
Ganun lang talaga nature nila.
the fans are the problem, man. Always the fans are like the enemy of the artist because
Ba
fans, dude, they're fans nowadays. They're not like how we used to be. Oh, here we go, boomer moment.
okey, sige, sige.
You know, now it's like they have like fucking. They're arrogant. They're bigger rock stars than the actual rock stars. Because now internet, everybody has an opinion. So
Mm,
like, you work on this album for like fucking put many hours on writing one song, and then some piece of shit with a keyboard like it sucks. Like
mm.
fuck you, motherfucker.
Wag ka wag kang magpaapekto, hayaan mo lang siya. Wag mo na lang pansinin, 'di ba?
No.
Parang
It doesn't
mm,
bother me. Trust me, man.
mm.
I'm too old for that shit. If
Oo
I
nga,
was in my 20s, I might have cared, but now I'm like,
oo.
fuck you. I don't care.
Eh, yun kasi
But but
sanay kasi wala na kasing connection, eh, alam mo yun? Hindi yung katulad
yeah,
dati, 'di ba? 'Di ba dati
dati
puta,
you buy an
magsalita ka
album,
ng
you
di
look at the art.
maganda, tangina masasapa ka, eh, 'di ba?
Well, that's one thing. I mean, I'm not for violence at all,
Hmm,
but you're more detached to the music now.
tama.
Now it's just like very easy to get digital, and
Mm,
production is just everything is just so plastic. There's no more. Jeez, I'm the most least spiritual guy I ever hear, but there's kind of like it touches your soul. Like back then, if
mm.
you look at the artwork,
Tama,
you flip to the
hawak mo,
booklet.
eh, 'no? Tangible
Yeah,
talaga, eh, 'no?
tangible. Exactly, that's the word.
Mm,
And you listen to the music, you soak in the artwork. You have a personal relationship with this, the album.
tsaka ano, eh, 'no? Naalala mo yun, iba yung
And you
saya
listen to the
nung
whole album. It's not
tama,
just
kasi binili
one
mo, eh.
song.
Kasi
Yeah,
binili mo, eh, 'di ba? Tsaka iba yung saya nung pupunta ka sa record store, shit meron sila nalabas na yung Dismember na bago,
yeah,
yung gano'n. Uunahan
yeah,
pa kayo,
yeah. And
'di ba?
back in the day, we would like tape, we would hide tapes from our friends. Like, fuck, no,
Oo.
don't.
Puta, oo nga. Meron kang meron kang tape na naka-display sa labas. Parang, okay yan. Pero yung mga price tape mo, puta, nasa ilalim ng kama.
Yeah,
Kasi
you hide it.
pag hiniram, hindi
I,
na babalik. Wala
I,
na. Kaya na,
I
goodbye.
remember when autopsy, mental funeral was
Oo.
released like locally, like
Oo.
I think BMG released it.
Oo.
Like we kept it a secret, no, don't tell them that it's out. I'm like, what the hell?
May
Why
ganun pa
do
eh.
that?
No? Ngayon, hindi na. Wala na.
Nah,
Puta.
hindi na.
Paglabas yun, labas na lahat. Puta. Wala na. Pero
And like
yun nga
every
eh.
Friday, there's like hundreds of thousands of singles every Friday coming out. Like, jeez, I mean, too much information, man.
Kaya nga. Kaya
The
siguro
mystique.
parang wala nang halaga, no? Sa mga
Yeah,
fans.
yeah. The mystique is gone. Like it's not magic anymore.
Oo nga. Well, hindi katulad dati. Shit, parang ka nakakita ng ginto sa ebak eh. Uy,
Yeah.
shit!
Uh huh.
Ganun yung pakiramdam eh. No?
Oh shit! I remember what album was that? When I moved to Arizona, the first time I'm seeing all these death metal CDs in the racks, right? Because we didn't have it in fucking what's it? Music go around, whatever the fucking music store is, and Music Land, right? The fucking music store in the Philippines. But yeah, the first time I saw all these death metal CDs, I'm like, shit, so exciting, man. I'm like, really, my tongue was out, like. And then I saw, like, I think it was Oath of Black Blood, Beherit, like actually Goat Lord, the Goat Lord CD. Man, I was so excited. I like yelled like in the record store, like, yes, motherfucker, yeah, you know. And and Beherit, you've heard Beherit, they're a piece of shit band. And I was excited.
Isa sila sa narinig ko na pinarinig sa akin yung Beherit na parang
yeah.
Ganun yung tunog, di ba? Parang
yeah, but exciting that back then, like
ang kulit yung Beherit. Naalala ko bigla yun, natatawa ako. Beherit talaga yan. Siya, no? Kuwawa naman yung mga bata yan.
Nah, they're okay. I mean, they just have a different reality.
Oo nga. Iba lang yung ano nila.
I mean, I'm sure like people who were like teenagers in the 70s think we were pathetic,
Lagi naman eh. Laging ganun naman yung cycle eh, di ba?
Well, yeah, I mean, who cares, right?
Oo nga. Mahalaga, ginagawa natin gusto natin.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the only reason why I still do music is, I like to make music that I don't hear, that I can't buy. So.
Ayun. O sige, hindi na kita masyadong i-istorbohin, Mark. Dahil alam ko late na dyan and you need to rest. Or
yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
You need to drink more beer.
You think this makes itself? I need to have amount of sleep. keep myself beautiful. Yeah.
Pare, let's go, tol. Let's go, Mark.
Nah.
Salamat
hey, man.
po,
Cheers. I appreciate you talking to me.
Okay, man. Thanks. Salamat.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.